Dang, that was close. Man. One of these times, I'm gonna die. How much longer do I have to be out here till I find a portal? Alright, well, might as well go this way. What? What's this? I mean, I know it's been a while since I've been on this server, but pretty sure I didn't build this. Turn back now or face the wrath of chaos. Who the heck is Chaos? I want to meet this guy. Ye have been warned. Turn back or lose hope. I didn't have much hope to begin with, you know. I can only survive in the nether so long with this gear. Ye shall suffer at the hands of Chaos. Wow, this guy seems a little violent, you know. So be it. This place looks old. These tracks and stuff. Alright, well, so be it. There's a portal. It's been a while since I've seen one of you. Might as well go through, I guess. Whoa! This isn't the overworld. Where am I? Well, this looks interesting. Alright. So, excuse my horrible acting and the fact that I had zombie pigman spawn or spawn egg in my hotbar. You never saw that. This is the device I made for a Reddit user. Whatchamacallit? He wanted me to make a deity for him that would do trading. And this one's pretty customizable deity. So what you do is you take an iron ingot. I don't know it's in section. Or a diamond, or a gold ingot, or an emerald. Any will work. I'll just take an emerald for this one. You toss right here. Okay. You press the button. Either one of these will do. And you get an item out of it. This item is random, so I could get like an entire stack of these. Blow through them all at once, you know. Spend all my money. Got a diamond sword that time. And now a gold one. And anyway, you can do whatever. It doesn't have to be swords or emeralds or anything like that. We'll actually peek your head through here. This is where all the magic happens. So this button right here, all it does is it just activates this command block. And if you're new to command blocks, well, I'll go through a brief rundown real quick. This command block right here, I've set it so that if it has redstone, it will run 20 times a second. And it doesn't actually create that much lag unless there's loads of command blocks behind it. But right now, all I have is a few, which is a good way to prevent lag. So this one doesn't have any commands in it, but these are chain command blocks, these light green ones, and they have pulses through them. So whenever this thing activates, all these ones activate. And pretty much all this is doing is this right here. Oh yeah, I'm going to go through the commands real quick for those of you who don't know. These are the 4 different items that I was talking about earlier, the diamond, the gold, and stuff like that. So pretty much how it works is it executes to all entities with a tag of input. Now, if I go into spectator mode real quick, you can see that I actually have an armor stand here and here. The one on the redstone block is our input. It's got a tag of input on it, and I'll go over how to do that in a minute, but pretty much I can now access these guys from a ways away now that I have set them up here. That's why I was able to throw my item down here. There's no redstone going on. This is mostly command blocks. Go back into creative real quick, and that's the same with all of these ones right here. So it executes to this thing, and for those of you who don't know, it does not kill it. It pretty much runs the command from them. So now you go to scoreboard, and we tag all of the items who do not have a tag of sacrifice. That way it doesn't do it twice. So I'll add sacrifice to them, and this is only for iron ingots and diamond and emerald and gold ingots. That's all they do. So other items will do nothing on there. And then it makes a particle around them, and then it makes a redstone block right here. Now once here, this is where things get a little complicated. So if I go into spectator mode real quick, you'll see that I got 5 armor stands here. Alright, and this is important where they're located, but you could potentially expand infinitely far. So, well, almost infinitely, as infinite as Minecraft goes anyway. That's a pretty big area. So this, again, it uses the execute command. It goes to all of the armor stands with a tag of randomizer, and that's these 5 guys right here. Just these 5. Not the ones in there, just these 5. And if you look right here, it says at R. That means it chooses a random one. This is how we get a random effect, the random sword. And it summons another armor stand with a tag of selection. Now this is also important. Basically, after this happens right here, that summons an armor stand by one of these guys, right, randomly. But then this one right here, it kills it kills all of the emeralds and iron and stuff that have tags of sacrifice. And then we have air right here. So this just gets rid of this block right here. It gets rid of the redstone block and makes it air again. And this one right here, this places a redstone block right here, which activates this entire chain of command blocks. Now this, all it does is this one right here. This one, if it executes to the armor stands that have a tag of selection, and that's that random one that this guy summoned. So this summons, this executes to all of the ones, just one of them actually. It executes to the armor stand right here, the one that's invisible here, and that one, it will summon an item right here, summon item to Minecraft wooden sword, and it can be any item. I just have wooden sword here. You could just replace this section right here. Let's see here, just this section right here from the wooden sword part, and you just change that for whatever Minecraft item you want. But you have to make sure it has, like, this one's Minecraft grass right here. Now it could be emerald, but that's pretty simple, right? But like when it comes to like ironing it, instead of having a spacer, you have to have an underscore. And this camp part right here, this tells you how many swords. So for me, I just want one sword. But you could have like multiple stacks if you want. You could have like, I think you can have over 64, but you really don't need more than a stack. Because if you do that, then you'll get like 2 stacks in one slot, if that makes any sense. And you don't really want to give that to survival players. And this has no command in it. And the reason for this is because when I was working on this, I had these guys right here. I had them spaced out one by one, so I was gonna have 10 here. But the thing is, with these things right here, if it tags only the things in a radius of 2. So that means if it summons to this one over here, it won't tag him. Now it only tags to this guy right here. Now if I did a radius of 1, it would only do within the command block, which was not good. In a radius of 2, it goes here, right here. It goes here and here, and where that command block is, but it also goes corners, and that was bugging me a lot because when I was in this one right here, I had this guy right here, and that would mean I could potentially, this one right here would activate even when it wasn't supposed to, when one was here. So that's why I have to space them out a block, if that makes any sense. If not, just follow what I've been telling you. But that's why I've got these guys right here, and they pretty much just move on to the next command block. I could activate multiple of these ones right here at once. Oh, by the way, this one just activates once when I give it a redstone signal. So this one does the same thing. Radius of 2, you know. And this one will only activate when this one got activated, so it's a random chance, 1 out of 5. And it summons a stone sword, and that's pretty much the same for all these. This one's empty, this one's an iron sword, empty, gold, empty, diamond, and this is just whatever item you want, you know. But this is when, at the end, you gotta kill all with selection. That's the armor stand we summoned here. One of these 5 right here. That's got summoned again. That's our random one, so that's your choice. So that gets rid of it, so we don't have this the same ones over and over again, you know, sitting there. And then we get rid of the redstone block right here. So we have our item in there, and we've gotten rid of this. So that's pretty much all there is to it. And if I wanted to add another one, I'll show you how to do that right now. So I'm gonna hold on to these right now. I'm holding control when I do this, and that means it saves the stuff inside of them. So now if I I don't want that one, just want this. Alright. Now if I put this down, we want an empty one, and then we want one just like this. So now if I put this one here, oh, this one's empty. I've got this right here, right? Now we got the same thing, exact same syntax, except at the very end, all we do is we change this diamond sword to whatever we want. So I'm gonna do, for example, a diamond axe. So now we have a random chance of getting an axe. So now I got that part done. Now we add the 2 things at the bottom again, the kill the armor stand and this part here. And that was the easy part. Now we have to go into game mode 3. See these guys? We got this is our empty one here. So this is the one we have to go to. So I'm gonna put a block below us, just so we can make it pretty even. It doesn't need to be exact, but it has to be pretty close. But that radius of 2 gives a little bit of leeway. So we're gonna summon an armor stand.
Jim, shut him up right now.
And we're going to have it have, let's see, we're going to make it invisible. It doesn't have to be, but I like it that way. And then we're going to have him tags. Now we're going to have him randomizer. Now this is pretty much how we, oh, forgot these things. This is pretty much how we know what armor stand to summon the new armor stand to, if that makes any sense. And we got to add one of these at the end. And now he's there. And oh, I forgot. For this, you probably should have added a comma right here, and no gravity 1. That way he doesn't fall. Now the reason I have these guys block below is because when they do fall, in case they get jammed up or something, I can punch their feet. Now, before if they were up here, I couldn't punch them because the invisible armor stands were in the way. But I'm gonna hurry and make this guy float. Entity data, SF1. Man, that music is annoying. Entity data. All entities in a radius of 1. We'll actually do radius of, well, 1 will be fine actually. No gravity 1. And now he should float. So game mode 3. Yep, we got our guy right here. So now we're pretty much done. Now if I come over here, and I'm actually going to make this, well, I'll show you. I'm going to get rid of this button and put a lever down. So whenever the lever is flipped, it'll do it. It just needs to have a redstone signal on. If you wanted to change this and get rid of this and have it always active, that would have also worked. You don't have to have redstone at all. That won't affect it then. But I like to have the redstone. So I'm going to turn on this, and I'm just going to get some diamonds. We'll just spam this till we get our diamond pickaxe. One of these times, should get it. We'll just, oh, there's our axe. Yeah, we got some diamond axes now. So that's pretty much how you do it. It's really simple. It just took me less than an hour to make. Actually, a lot of the time was just spent building this little doohickey right here. Creeper face, meaning the deity and stuff. But I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned a lot. And see you next time. One last thing. Forgot to mention how to summon these guys right here. You do summon, armor, stand, and well, we did the same thing we did a minute ago. These guys, except instead of a randomizer tag, you're going to put the word input like that, and that's where you throw your item, and then you can have it in the same spot if you want. And then you also do one over here, this is what I did anyway, with output, like this. Output. Keep in mind, if you make multiple ones of these machines, then one input will put an output in this spot and the one over here. Well, wherever else you put your other output. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed.